Hey guys, it's Rich from BilletSPIN here. Hey, I hope you guys had an awesome Christmas and New Year's, and I want to show you and introduce you our very first top of 2017. And you're looking at that saying, hey Rich, I think you're missing something there. You are correct. This is the first top I have ever designed to be a stemless and a stemless only, meaning there is no stemmed version of this top. And there you can see it spinning. This is a stainless steel 3-color mokume and a glow plastic inlay in there. This is one that at the time of this video nobody has seen yet. But anyway, this is just a stemless top, and I will not be making a stemmed version that's identical to this. So and you're asking, why would you do that? I have had a lot of requests over the last, I don't know what it's been, almost 2 years now, for stemless tops. And I've done stemless, but I've done it, where I would make a top, say like the K2, and then I just lop the stem off and I sell it as a stemless. This one I made solely as a stemless. And so let me show you what happens when I do it that way. And one of the reasons I wanted to do it that way was because a normal top, I build the ratios. And what I mean by ratios are the weight, the diameter, and the collar thickness based off, and the grip diameter, based off to get the most efficient spin. The most RPMs off of it. And so if you just lop the stem off, yeah, it's cool. Don't get me wrong, it's cool. There's nothing wrong with the tops that I've done before like that. But I wanted to just set out to make the ratios right for just a stemless. And or to make them as good as I can for just a stemless top. So that's what we did. This top is called Triskelion. It's like that because of that pattern that you see on the inside. Now, there's a couple unique things here. We're starting 2017 off with a bang, and there's a couple unique things here about this top. A couple things that I've never done. First is that, like I said before, this is just going to be a stemless top. You can see the diameter, the thickness, thinner. It's made to carry, fit in your pocket. So that's the first thing, making it as a stemless top. And the second thing is, I had a suggestion thread at the end of last year in our Facebook group. And one of the common things I get is, hey Rich, that we go onto the website, everything's sold out. And, I get that. That's kind of the way it has to be in my opinion, unfortunately. But I thought, maybe I can come up with a compromise here. Maybe I can do a compromise. So what I'm going to do is I am going to make the Triskelion in different material combinations throughout the year. Here's the K2, just so you can see a size comparison here. And so what that means is that the very first ones that I did were the Timascus with the glow. And then I made I made 5 of these with some kind of unique Timascus colors, and we auctioned 5 of these off and sold them with different colors. And now you see the moon glow. So what's going to happen is, every time I make a material pattern and a material combination and they sell out, that's gone. You will not be able to get that material combination anymore. But later in the year, I don't know, maybe every 3 weeks or month or 2 months or something, I'm going to come out with a new material combination for this design. And then I'm going to sell those. And once those sold out, then I'm going to discontinue that and do another one. So you are going to have the Triskelion available all year. Now there's going to be times where it's going to be sold out, of course, because if they buy all the material combinations, they're still going to be sold out. But I think it'll help keep stuff in stock more. We'll see how it goes. I don't really know. This is new uncharted territory for me. But anyway, so yeah, that's that. Now, another thing that I did that was new was this particular one. And let me explain this one to you, because I know probably some of you are looking at that saying, ooh, that's the one I want. Well, this whole thing started out as just me playing around with trying to get different Timascus color patterns. And so I made these coins, and yeah, they turned out really good. I got some colors that I've never seen before. And so I thought, hey, instead of wasting them, why don't I put these inside of a Triskelion? And then I thought, hey, why don't I leave them so that they spin? Because, you know, the fidget thing is hot right now. Everybody likes the fidget toys, this is the hand spinners and all that. So I thought, hey, you guys know I'm never going to make a hand spinner, but I thought, why don't I leave that thing loose in there? And so that's what I did. And underneath the very center right here on the inside, there's a point, and that's what it rubs on. If it was upside down, if you were spinning it upside down, it wouldn't rub off the coloring out in here. It's only hitting on the point that's under here. But it doesn't affect spin times at all. There's no bearing in there or anything. It's just sitting in there. And so I thought that was cool. So we just did 5 of them like this. I might do more in future combinations, you know, not using the Timascus, of course, because I got to make them different because these are sold out. But, you know, this style instead of just the ring style in there. This is neat because I don't use glow stuff very often, you guys know, and so I wanted to offer that. And so all I can tell you is the next one that will be available, and I don't know when, will be this guy, the 3-color Mokume with the glow ring inlay in there. And but yeah, some of them will be made with just materials, you know, our you know, standard or exotic materials other than the glow. So if you're not a fan of the glow, don't worry, there will be some coming throughout the year that don't have that. A little bit about the design now. We'll take the Timascus guy here. It's got a serrated, kind of like a coin edge outside. I've never done anything like that before. And you can see there's a lip right here, and I'll try to get it so you can see it three-dimensionally there. And what happens is when this thing stops, it hits on here. It does not hit on the interrupted cut. And I do that purposely because that interrupted cut can damage your spin base. And so it hits on the nice smooth surface here. It's got a kind of a deep dish in there. It's got a nice profile to it, nice clearance on it. Like I said before, 1.5 inch diameter, 1/4 inch thick collar, which is a lot thinner than your standard top ratios that I make with the stemmed. So anyway, now the next thing is, and this is just part of the design process. What I wanted to do, my goal was to make really thin spokes where I could really showcase exotic materials for the inner disc. And so, you know, if I leave too much of a pattern in here, like with the outer collar, you can't see as much of the exotic materials on the inside. So, you know, obviously 3 spokes, you could do 2 spokes, but that would kind of look funny. So I thought, okay, I'm going to do 3 really thin spokes. And there's a trade-off there. To be totally honest with you, there is a trade-off. And the good part of the trade-off is that it did exactly what I wanted. You can see the vast majority of the beautiful Timascus underneath there. The bad part is that this is only 40 thousandths thick, both ways, width this way and depth. And so, you know, some people are pretty hard on their tops, and if you hit this spoke with something, you drop it and it lands right on that spoke, you could bend it because there's just not a lot of material there. So you got to kind of treat these a little bit easier. You can still carry them in your pocket. You shouldn't have any problems there. But you know, unless you're if your pocket goes through a harsh environment where you're working and you're bumping into things and stuff, then I would probably recommend not. But you know, just note that it's thin. You know, it's I don't know. It's just the trade-off. You just gotta treat it a little bit more gently. But anyways, and this ring does glow. I don't know if I can get it. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to show you on camera, but maybe I can. Let's try this real quick. There, you can see it a little bit. So yeah, they spin great. Spin times are going to be up to, you know, the guy spinning it. Stemless is going to vary greatly, and I'll show you here in a second how to spin them. Oh, the other thing is, here we have the same top, but you can see the directions are different. This one here is clockwise. This one here is counterclockwise, and I'm going to be doing that. It kind of offers a little bit of a variation. It has no effect on your spin times or how you spin it, or if you're left-handed or right-hand. It's just totally a cosmetic preference, and it helps just kind of keep things more limited. So if I release 20 of them, you got 10 like this, you got 10 like this, instead of just having 20 of one. It makes it a little more limited, a little more special for you guys, and so that's why I did it that way. But so yeah, some new things coming out. I'm trying to, really step out of the box for 2017 and keep this stuff exciting for you. So anyway, so now you're saying, okay, Rich, how in the world do you spin these? I have got quite a setup here with cameras and the whole works. I'm going to zoom this out. I'm going to have to walk around to the side of the table here. All right. So there's two different ways to do it. You can do a two-handed spin that's like this. That was absolutely horrible. Wow. Okay, you can do a two-handed spin that's like that. It's easier. I'm leaning way over the table here. That was horrible. Or you can do a one-handed spin kind of like this, like you do with a stem top. And those are the way to spin them. The advantage is that you can carry it in your pocket over a stem top. You know, putting this in your pocket is going to be difficult, where this thing is just like a coin. So those are the two mainstream ways to spin it. I've seen people do some crazy things, different ways to spin them, and that's up to you. Have fun with it. Have fun with it. Come up with different ways to spin it. See how long you can spin it. But anyways, that's all I got for you today. That is the Triskelion. I hope you guys like it. And yeah, we'll be coming out with the next top on the list is going to be a mini. I haven't done a mini ever. And so that's going to be like a 3/4 inch or 5/8 diameter top, real small. Not going to be for everybody, just like the stemless isn't going to be for everybody. But, I want to mix it up a little bit and do some things that I haven't done, and that's how we're going to proceed. So, anyways, hope you guys have a great week. I really appreciate you guys watching the video. Shoot me a like if you enjoyed it. We'll see ya.